Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, today we would like to talk about the role of religious court in developing Islamic law in Indonesia. But the first, let us introduce our group. Our group consists by me, Khania Dewi, and also my friends Arqam Muhammad Amrullah. So today we would like to talk about the meaning and the scope of Islamic law and the history of Islamic religious court in Indonesia. The third, we would like to talk about correlation between Islamic law and national law. The last but not least, we would like to talk about correlation between religious court and development of national law in Indonesia. So the first, we would like to talk about Islamic law. What is Islamic law? So here we go. Islamic law is the one of aspect of Islamic teachings that occupies an important position in the view of the Muslims. Understanding of Islamic law means understanding maqasid Sharia or the goals of Sharia itself. Sharia represents a system of religious values that becomes a frame of references for the behavior and action of every Muslim. There are 4 steps in the implementation of Sharia. The first, hermeneutical step, and then socialization step, political step, and the last but not least, enforcement steps. Okay, next, we would like to talk about religious court. Islamic religious court, is it exist or not? Okay, religious court in Indonesia have been carried out since the Dutch is in this era. Then, with the presence of Law Number 7 of 1989, Junto the Law Number 3 of 2006 concerning the religious court, a new structure was born in the religious court in this country, which is overhauled the old judicial practice. Law Number 14, year 1970, Junto Law Number 4 of 2004 concerning judicial powers. Okay, the next we would like to talk about the impact of law of religious court. There are 2 impacts of law of religious court. The first is modernizing the religious court. It means that religious court become equivalent to a judiciary in a modern legal system. And the second, religious court is equal among another courts. It means that religious courts become equivalent to another courts in Indonesia. Okay, so the next we would like to talk about law number 1 of 1974, which is with the existence of this law, the scope of the religious court is clear. That is to protect the integrity of the family from all crimes. Okay, the next topic will be delivered by Amrullah. So Amrullah, it's time is yours.
Thank you, Sister Khania, for the speech. So we next would like to go to the Islamic and national law. What is the correlation about both of them? Pancasila as the basis of the state and the 1945 Constitution regulates the relationship between Islamic law and national law. This is clearly written in Article 29, Paragraph 1 and 2 of 1945 Constitution. Is that the state have to uphold the religious court among the all religions that have in Indonesia. In our paper, saying that even though Indonesia is not a most Islamic country, the state is still obligated to uphold its religious adherence. It's similar with what I said before in this Article 29, Paragraph 1 and 2 of the 2045 Constitution. So, even though Indonesia is not using Islamic State or Muslim State or Khalifah. The Indonesian government must obligate to uphold its religious adherence. Because there is existence of Islamic law, the Islamic law must have the transformation. Jai Mubarak said that form of Islam legal law is our legislation. There's one type, and the one type was branched into two. There is a penetration of Islamic law into laws and regulation in Indonesia. The first is penetration of Islamic law into laws and regulation substantially and not explicitly stated as Islamic law. The second is the transformation of Islamic law into legislation that is explicitly stated as Islamic law. There's two explanation that Islam, Islamic law, equivalent with the other court, also the judicial system in Indonesia. It was proved by my sister Khania say in early that religious court have a fundamental function in historical and in historical of national law itself. And the fourth, and I think it's the last topic that we have, there's a religious court and national law. There's a correlation between what is the correlation between them. There's a true fact about a religious court itself that prove religious court has a fundamental role in national law of Indonesia. The first is the religious court is a court of first instance and is formed based on a presidential decree. The second is historical expert and legal experts say that the religious court system in Indonesia has been known since Islam entered Indonesia in the 7th century AD. Based on Article 49 of the Republic of Indonesian Law number 3 of 2009, the religious court is tasked with examining, deciding, and resolving cases at the first level between Muslim in the various fields like zakat, fornication, broke up between men and women, and other things that similar in zakat and divorce. Nah, this three fact is I think it's important to us to know it because in the end we must know that religious court have fundamental role in development in national law of Indonesia. Nah, where is the role of the religious court itself? Nah, religious court at the beginning of the entry of Islam to the Islamic kingdoms. Nah, the existence of religious court has known since the Islamic kingdom in Samudra Pasai, Mataram Kuno, and etc. So the religious court has been made since Islamic kingdoms. The second is during the Dutch colonial period. The official regulation governing the existence of religious court in this archipelago was the decision of the King of the Netherlands, number 24, dated January 1882, published in STB 1882, number 2052, concerning the establishment of religious court in Java and Madura. So during the Dutch colonial, religious court also have a fundamental role as the as fundamental of religious court in Java and Madura. The third is after Indonesia independence, the government issued decree number 5 SD date March 25, 1949, which transferred all matter concerning the Supreme Islamic Court from the Ministry of Justice to the Ministry of Religion in the 1957 until 1974. PP and law were born. So, after independence of Indonesia, religious court has one what I say have a one building that in laws in supreme what we say MA. In Reformation era or in this era, the religious court must submit to the one roof law, namely law number 5 of 2004 concerning the Supreme Court and law number 4 2004 concerning judicial power. So if we talk about the role of religious court in the development of national law, we can see there's for era that religious court has the fundamental role in for era. The conclusion, the religious court are part of the judicial power for the people in seeking justice for those who are Muslim regarding a certain case as referred to in the law. Religion is described in law number 7 of 1989 concerning the religious court as amended by law number 3 of 2009 concerning amendment to the 1989 law on the religious court of law number 15 of 2009. I think that is from us. Is there any question that ask? No. Thank you. See you next time.
Okay, thank you. That's all from our group. So thank you. Let's end by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi